bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in, yeah. Drip, little bit, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top a bit. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with it, rockin' black clothes. Whippin' around that Batmobile, duckin' 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big, get out my way a little bit.
On the play. Yeah. That's a flag on the play. Yeah. Flag on the play. Hold up. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't trying to get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I just took off with that rock, just like Tyreek Hill. I just count 100 racks, that's a whole field. He don't want no championship, get him out of here. I just got a set, like I run up in the backfield. I just got a set, like I ran up on a quarterback. Shake and bake, make a play just like a quarterback. We ain't worrying about no formers, we ain't staying there. Running off the block, yeah, I'm something like a linebacker. I got juice like a Fanta, how you like it? I'm on purple, I'm on yellow, like a Viking. All these plays that I'm catching, I done gone crazy. I do my thing, 6 range, just like Tom Brady. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go. I'm in the field like a Panther, I done up the standards. Like Michael Vick in Atlanta when it's time to scramble. Neck full of water, call me Black Bridgewater. Lamar Jackson, how I throw them Ravens cross the border. Hold up. Run up the whole like a running back on the play. Intercept the pack like a safety, you boys ain't shake the play. That's a flag on the play. Let's go. Touchdown, I just scored a whole bucket. I just dropped the bag on the tag, ain't nothing. Make 'em throw a flag when I pass, come through stunning. Call me tired, girl, and hit the hole, then I'm running. Get money, you ain't tryna get that second flag on the play. Hating from the sideline, a flag on the play. Like Julio with them Falcons, I just made a play. In the red zone, going strong, watch me shake and bake. Let's go.
One of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport, Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we as the Bears get set to match up with the New York Giants. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25. On first down, Trubisky. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. They'll try to counter here. Cohen. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Typically we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third.
Check 26, check 26.
They go play action. Trubisky. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 44-yard line.
2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Trubisky. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
He's brought down by Jabril.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Trubisky gives to Cohen.
Cohen again the ball carrier. David Mayo brought him down. That's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd
and 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky, and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The roughing the kicker called on 4th down. What a big break. Leads to a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up first and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on first and goal.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. He pitches it, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
On third and goal, Trubisky. Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. Fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll run for the first time with Saquon Barkley. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on second and 8. Jones. This is Shepard on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Giants nothing.
On first down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
And goal.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Let's go. Back to 60. Back to 60. Too long. Check.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Giants 7, Bears 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. They go play action with Trubisky. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Xavier McKinney. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Tackle made at the 47-yard line.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Trubisky will throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a first down on that last catch. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Trubisky on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
And 3 at the 50-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 28. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
At the 18-yard line.
Red zone now. They'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard.
At the 9.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Yeah, he's got it. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Makes the score Bears 10, Giants 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say...
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Giants are once again going to retake the lead.
The extra point.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about.
And he's into the clear. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
Saquon Barkley.
Saquon Barkley. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. On that long touchdown, look, the pass was fine, but it was short. What Saquon did after the catch, that's impressive.
And that's just demoralizing if you're on the defensive side of the ball, too, because if he catches a short one on the ground and get up for the next down. Instead, he makes a move, he makes people miss, he runs through tackles, he spins, he jukes, and he continues to run, because once he gets into the open field and turns it loose, he can fly.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now this one complete to Robert Foster. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10.
7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Good.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. This is a catch by Ted Ginn. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
We're glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Cole Kmet with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Bears cut into that lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield.
Jones.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's now
2nd and 10.
30-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
And firing a deep ball for Komet. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Komet that time. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Trubisky. And incomplete on the deep ball. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
18.
On first down, Cohen. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Trubisky. Looking for the end zone. And Miller will pull this one in. He's got it for the Bears. Touchdown. Anthony Miller there to make the grab. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Giants 28, Bears 20.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's at the 40. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's a bonus for you as a defender.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
It's 2nd and inches.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown, New York.
Daniel Jones, his third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Makes the score Giants
Extra
31.
point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The 34-yard line.
Now Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Jones. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And this is going to get out of bounds through the end zone, and that will go as a turnover as the defense will get it at the 20-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Hey, Mike 20. Get the ball.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And his throw here is incomplete. Cordero Patterson, the one he was hoping to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Cordero. It's a big-time play there Trubisky. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Bears capitalize on the fumble and turn it into 6. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Extra point up and through. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll run it again with Barkley. It's a gain of 6, moves them to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Now Jones on 3rd and 2. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Eddie Pinheiro.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they will watch this one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time is a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He completes it to Tate. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
He He's going to let it fly. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up third down.
I may be an analyst, but I'm also a fan. I love it when people take the big shots downfield, but he was under a lot of duress. And I think that forced the incompletion downfield. Didn't have a real good chance to find his target.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
For Golden Tate, incomplete. It's now fourth down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on fourth down. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have. And they're going to come up empty here on fourth down.
Recovered by the defense.